Hello and welcome back to another video of Brotato. Today we are playing the Bull in Abyssal Terrace for our guide series. And you can see here, we start out with 30 max HP total. We have 10 armor and a ton of HP regen, plus HP regen modifiers. So we are extremely tanky, and it is going to be top priority to get even tankier. So we're going to be on the lookout for some more tank stats. Here I'll just go and take some harvesting. Coupon is nice, the helmet is very good, and the boiling water is also very good. Plant is amazing, so is Toxic Sludge, so we have a nice start here. Tree and more harvesting. We do lose a little bit of damage, obviously -1 melee damage, but 8 harvesting early on is a pretty big deal, so we're going to want to pick that up regardless. And yeah, we do have equal scaling between melee damage, range damage, and elemental damage. And some people probably don't know this, but that does not mean we want to be getting all of them equally. We actually would prefer to get melee damage, because melee damage is just easier to get in big quantities. So melee damage is actually the best stat for us, technically. I'll take more harvesting here. Tree, plant, but losing 1 melee damage is still the same as losing 1 of any other type, so it's going to be fine to take something like a fertilizer. If that were range damage or, elemental damage, it would still be -1 technically. Similarly, similar to this one. Gold Skull is also going to be nice. Crit chance can work on this character, but in my opinion, it's just not really worth it. Maybe when you're in the really later stages, it can be worth it, but generally, I'd say that damage percent is going to be better, and just getting more raw base damage, like melee damage and elemental damage, right? All the other things. Okay, we got a double coupon. We don't need attack speed. I'll take some HP regen, and 12% damage is really nice. We'll go ahead and take all of these, actually. Fertilizer first, of course. More elemental damage and more armor. Okay. So yeah, we're just taking all the damage we find here. Tier 1 items are surprisingly extremely effective at boosting up your damage stats on this character. Because there are just so many very cheap items which give you just a straight up 2 or even 3 damage stats. And since they all contribute to our passive explosion damage, they're all equally good. Right? You can just kind of think of elemental, ranged, and melee damage as damage. So any damage we find we want to get, and you can just do the math on items, like if something gives us, well, 2 damage for 30 materials and something else says 2 damage for 50, then you know which one is better, right? So we can go to take some luck here early on, I don't mind that, and a bit of move speed is okay. I'm gonna go and pick up all of these. See, 1 range damage for 28, that is actually very expensive. Very, very expensive. Mushroom isn't bad, but I'm not really a fan. Oh, nice allure. Okay, we can take that. And a weird ghost actually is pretty good since we're so early on. We can heal that up pretty quickly. We just let the enemies group up and keep walking around them. Group them all up. Everyone get in a nice little pile. And boom. There you go. See, and we're still full HP. So we just got a nice little 3 max HP from the weird ghost. Relatively cheap. We're still going to pick up more max HP. I'd say it's hard to say exactly actually how much max HP you should be taking, but if you have the chance to take more HP regen or more armor, it's typically better. But that doesn't mean we want to pass up on, good HP regen items. Those are still nice. Or sorry, 8 max HP items. Those are still nice, yeah. We can recycle engineering, we don't need that. 3 elemental damage is nice, we'll take it. This, and reroll. Plant is great, Scar and Whistle, yeah, we'll take all of those. I mean, Whistle can give us more loot aliens, which means we get more loot crates. That's obviously good. The plant is amazing. We don't care about lifesteal at all. HP regen is our favorite stat. Well, I don't want to say at all. Lifesteal can work on our explosion, I believe. I actually don't remember exactly, but I believe it's not really as effective as just taking HP regen. Because in order to lifesteal, you have to get hit to deal damage. So it's kind of like a double-edged sword. Especially since HP regen, you have so much to start, and that tends to be the problem with the stat, is that you can't get enough of it to even make it become effective. But for us, we start with it being very effective, and it actually gets a little bit worse, since it's hard for our scaling on HP regen to keep up with the enemy damage, but that's where armor comes in and such. Weird Ghost, we'll take it. More max HP, sure. We'll take all of those. Take these, and the salt water is actually really good. 2 melee damage, and we also get move speed. Missile for damage, we don't need attack speed, and more max HP there. A little muscly dude is also good. Now we are going to have to do quite a bit of kiting. The viperfish are going to start running at us soon. There they go. Just let them all group up into a little clump. We don't want to let anyone despawn though, that's important to remember. Enemies will despawn once there are 100 or more. After past 100 they start despawning, so don't let that happen. But you can group up enemies like I just did a second ago, and just wait to hit them all at the same time. I'm trying to kill the walrus here, being a little bit uncooperative. There we go, we got it down. Now I don't have to worry about that random enemy charging at us. Getting these trees would be nice, so I'm going to come over here. Maybe we get a loot crate, if we're lucky. And near the end of the wave, we can kind of just walk into everyone and try to kill as many as we possibly can. Or range damage, I mean, that works on our passive, we'll take it. HP regen or armor would be nice. Ooh, they're both really good, actually. I'll take the 3 armor here. Let's go and pick up all of these and reroll. A goldfish would be nice as well. More HP regen, but we lose a little harvesting. I think that's fine. It is 3 HP regen, I think that's worth it. Well, probably not, to be honest. The lifesteal's a little too expensive. But we'll still take it. HP regen is just so good. I think it's worth taking. Okay. And yeah, we are just trying to group enemies together before we blow them up, right? That's really the only skill expression you have on the bull, in my opinion, is doing this, kiting around enemies and grouping them up before you blow them up. I want to kill that goblin shark. Goblin sharks are a little bit annoying because they kind of charge past you and then they walk away. They don't actually give you many opportunities to hit them with like collateral damage. Okay, and we're almost through. Let's walk into this group of enemies. Oh, there were so many trees there, but it's okay. Then harvesting 6 melee damage though. That's a lot of damage. We have to take that. We'll take this, the penguin, and the goldfish, and 1 reroll. Okay. Another blood leech, a vigilante ring, and a clover. I'm actually kind of happy to take all of these, and even the snail on, actually. Snail is also pretty nice. Reducing enemy movement speed is even better on this character than others. I love the snail personally. I think it's always great to take, but it is even better on the bull, because then you have an easier time kind of kiting enemies together into a group, since they move slower. And you don't really notice it, right? It's the 8%, but the 8% is doing something. Reducing the enemy movement speed is just a very unique thing that only a set number of items can even do, right? Also, we did let a lot of slashers spawn. I should probably just kill them. The eggs, I mean. Let's not let the eggs hatch. They're kind of... We're not the best at dealing with the slashers, so... Yeah, I'm trying to get these trees down now. Okay. And then let's kill the slasher right away. Kill as many enemies as we can. And there you go. 2 range damage. Yeah, we're taking that. Thank you. More move speed is nice. We don't need attack speed. More move speed is not bad. We can take a little bit more. Snail, clover, and vigilante ring. We're going to want to take those first, since they scale immediately, pretty much. 1 armor for 2 max HP. So we are currently sitting at 15 armor, which gives us 50% less damage taken at 80 health. This would actually put us at 52%. So we take 2% less damage, but we have, how much less health? Math's hard. We actually technically lost out on that trade, but I'd say it's still worth it. Just because of our HP regen healing. Having less health, but more damage mitigation is going to be better in the long run. At least to a certain extent. At some point, the, like... oh, wait. Oh, okay, wait a second. Okay. Yeah, at some point, the, wait, actually, I forgot the word as well. Something returns, right? What's it called? Diminishing returns, right? The diminishing returns from taking armor are not going to make it worth it anymore. And just getting more health would be better, or just HP regen. HP regen is always really going to be pretty good on this character. You're not going to hit enough that you're overdoing it pretty much ever. It's just not really possible. even with our modification and starting out with 20. Also, we have 22 health right now. If anyone's nervous, I'm just going to touch everything. You see, we still ended at 18 health at the end. So this is one elemental damage. I'll go ahead and take it. I think it's worth it. HP regen is nice. More HP regen. Damage percent is good. Armor for damage percent is really good. This is melee damage and XP gain. That's actually nice. We do lose a bit of luck, but I'd say it's worth it, so we'll take it. Sunken Bell is nice. Some damage percent, but we get Curse. I think getting a little bit of Curse now is not too bad anymore. This is 2 melee damage for 81 materials. I think it's worth it. We'll take it. And we are against a horde here, so we're going to have some pretty decent movement. That is why I took a lot of speed as well. Speed is actually... I don't know how other people feel about speed on the bull, but in my opinion, speed on the bull is actually extremely good. It lets you maneuver through enemies way more easily and not get touched when you don't want to. And then you can just kind of run through them all at the same time. Okay. Let ourselves heal back up again. Run, run, run. Keep running. Get as many fruits as we can near trees. Oh, no, the fruit didn't come. Give me the fruit. Okay, and we're fine. See, that was even still pretty close, even with how tanky we are. As I said, you can't really get tanky enough, because more damage would have done nothing there. Literally nothing. I will take... we should really hunt for HP regen a little bit here. Okay, nice. And more max HP. We have so much armor, it's starting to become a little bit ineffective to take more. But in this case, it's definitely worth it, right? 1 armor for 2% speed is perfectly fine. We could also take an insanity, but I'm not going to push materials into that. I don't think we're going to lack damage already. We are dealing 200 per hit, more or less. If we were against a boss there, obviously that would have been very different than the Horde. But when you're against a boss, obviously some bosses are much more difficult than others. If it's a boss that shoots projectiles at you, like the Gargoyle, the Impaled Worm, anyone who like dashes, slashes, throws projectiles, is going to be a pretty rough matchup for you on the bull. So I'd say that you don't necessarily have to try and kill the first elite you fight. It might even be impossible. As you saw there, even that horde kind of overwhelmed us. We couldn't really keep up with the damage they were dealing, and there were too many of them, so I just had to start dodging and avoid getting hit and picking up fruits near the end. Oh, there's a loot alien. Come here. Nice, we got it. Okay, we got the loot crate, huge. This is 2 range damage. I mean, yeah, we'll take it. Medical turret's actually really good on our character. Any healing we can get like this is just amazing. 3 range damage, 3 HP regen, I'll take that. Armor, more speed for range, explosion damage is amazing. Fertilizer can also be pretty good. Penguin's obviously good, more HP regen. This can be pretty good. The damage percent is nice. I think it's worth it. Fertilizer is also probably worth it. It's still pretty early. Cursed Blood Leech. Well, I would have taken it without the curse, so I'm happy to take that. Hedgehog's obviously great. 3 damage for us is nice. Very cheap. We do lose a 1.5 HP regen, but that's completely fine. And yeah, medical turrets. This is kind of like a hack on this character. If you have a medical turret, the game becomes much easier because you get so much more healing than you had previously, just from getting 1 medical turret. You don't even need engineering, right? It's just really good regardless. Like 3 heals per 5 seconds is great. And it's just great. There's nothing really bad to say about it. So if you find a medical turret in your shops, you can absolutely take that, even if you have 0 engineering. Though maybe if you took some duct tape earlier, you actually have some engineering. Duct tape for armor. Then you end up using it for a medical turret later. Okay, I'm trying to avoid getting hit by any of the enraged enemies, like that goblin shark. That was a Sunken Bell. Sunken Bell's amazing. It just explodes the entire screen when you're at 40% health. That's obviously great. Okay, blow up more things. We have too much health. Oh, we had way too much health at the end. We should have walked into them. Spyglass is good. Max HP is good. This. More max HP. We have so much already. You know what? I'm going to skip it. Dynamite is good. Weird food is amazing. Mushroom would also be really nice, but we're gonna take the scar first and then mushroom later. We're against an elite here. Okay, it's this guy. So, I mean, yeah, you just have to stand near him, but never on him, right? And then just keep trying to take damage from other enemies, but not him. And in our case, since we have an engineering turret, it's good to try and use that to our advantage by standing near it here. We also have a lot of penguins, of course, so penguins are going to encourage us to go hunt for fruits from trees. I don't know if we can kill this guy, to be honest, because we might end up taking too much damage if we try it. He's getting pretty low, though, but so are we, right? So we have to make sure we actually recover first. I'm focused more on the loot crates than killing the elite. Maybe we could have killed him if I focused a little bit more on him, but this was not my priority here. If we can kill him at the end, I will, but looks like we cannot. So I'm done here. Perfectly fine, we can't kill the elites, no big deal. Luck and harvesting is great, we want that. We don't care about this. Lifesteal, no thank you. I'll take the range damage. First tree, sure. Ugly Tooth to slow enemy movement speed. Mushroom is nice. We could sacrifice one armor for crit chance, but I'm not going to do it. Let's see, speed for luck could also be okay, but no thank you. Lemonade is great. Hedgehog's obviously great. So is the helmet. Losing a little speed for more armor is amazing. Okay. Yeah, this character, I feel like it's kind of weird, actually. It's like you get a lot more HP regeneration nowadays than you used to in this game. Thanks to certain items. At least in my opinion. But you also take more damage because enemies and curse, well, make the enemies much stronger. So you end up taking a lot more damage. So it's a little weird. It's almost like he's stronger and weaker in Abyssal Terrors. It might just be more so that he's a bit more, like his range is bigger. Like you can pop off more if you get a little lucky with items, but you can also struggle more probably because enemies are definitely tougher than they used to be. But if we get like one cursed HP regeneration item or something, then that can kind of just immediately make the game much easier. Have too much health and the wave's about to end. Let's walk into stuff. Okay, we still have 23 health at the end there. Another coupon is great. H fusion, yes, thank you. Armor, mutation, weird food, all amazing. That is a lot of luck. I think we should take it. Let's do it. Charcoal's amazing. More luck and an injection is also really nice. Speed and range, no thank you. We don't want the wings on this character. We're gonna have another elite fight soon. Hopefully we can take care of that guy. We should really take more damage. Currently we only have 22, 15, and 15 when it comes to melee range and elemental damage. So we can use a lot more than that. I've had runs on the bull where I deal this much damage on wave 11, for example. Obviously I was much less tanky in those runs, but it's just to show my point a little bit. We could have a lot more damage than we currently have. So it's going to be a good idea for us to focus on damage unless we see HP regen. HP regen is going to kind of overshadow everything. HP regen is pretty much just damage, like indirectly, since, well, the more healing you have, the more damage you can take, which means more explosions you can do. So that would be great. Damage percent would also be pretty nice. Did we already trigger our Sunken Bell? Huh. Okay, nice explosion damage. I just mentioned you. Melee damage, thank you. Okay, well, all of the items that I just kind of mentioned are coming out now. More melee damage. Oh, a fairy is really good actually, and a knot. Yes. Okay, I didn't mention this item because we didn't see it until just now. But the knot is amazing. Damage percent and max HP, and it has a completely negligible effect because we don't have weapons, so we don't care about that. The fairy is also really good, of course, because it gives us a lot of HP regen, which just makes the game way easier. So yeah, you could also get things like the baby squid, more penguins in gardens, more HP from consumables. There are just so many combos in the game which can allow you or like enable you to heal ridiculous amounts. You could also just get more medical turrets potentially, though I'd say like just having one is already pretty good. This wave is pretty messed up for us because there's so many charging enemies, so they're all kind of charging at us at different points. It makes it hard to hit them all at the same time. We're fine though, our Sunken Bell. We're kind of abusing the Sunken Bell a little bit, but that's what you do when you have it, right? You intentionally drop low and then it'll blow everything up. Though it only triggers once, so it's not like we can do it again here. Walk through everyone. Oh, loot crate, loot crate. Yes, nice. Okay. Give me the tree. We got 5 loot crates. Okay, move speed we'll take. Sure, we'll take it. Armor is good. We don't need engineering. HP regen is amazing. Harvesting, no. Can I get more HP regen, please? Okay, it's too expensive. Let's just take this. Berry and a knot and 2 more damage percent items. We're obviously going to take both of those. And we have an elite, so here we go. We're up against the gargoyle. Okay, so we do just want to stay as close to him as we can without getting touched. Also avoid getting hit by cursed enemies, of course. That's important. I'm also trying to stay near my turret here to get more healing. It's always a bit annoying killing certain elites on the bull. This is definitely one of the ones that's actually somehow a little bit annoying. When I think this might be the easiest to kill elites in the game for probably most characters, to be honest. So it's kind of funny that he ends up being a bit of an issue for us. I had to trigger Sunken Bell here, yeah. Because there are just too many enemies and he's shooting all these projectiles at us. Can we kill him? Oh my god, he had 1 HP left, guys. I was trying so hard to kill him. Yeah, it's just how it goes. We can't really do anything about that. We'll take a knot, more HP regen, more damage. We don't care about that anymore. This is also not really good. Snowball would have been nice earlier, but it's too late for that. Toxic Sludge, Goat Skull, Boiling Water, all good. Damage increases. Now we're hitting for 573. Our damage has shot up so much from taking the knot. Wow. Yeah, if we had this last wave, we would have killed them. Unfortunate for us. But yeah, this character is kind of simple, yet maybe difficult to play. Because you really have to take advantage of certain items in the shop to make yourself strong enough to deal with everything. Like, he's not... This character is very balanced, in my opinion. He's not incredibly strong, but if you play your run well and you don't waste materials on, you know, items that you don't really need, then a lot of times you should, or most of the time you should be able to win your run. And I think that's what makes for a good balanced character. I'm trying to trigger Sunken Bell. There we go. Just blow everything up simultaneously. Near the end of the wave. Drop my HP low by hitting more things. Okay, more range damage, sure. More range damage and damage percent. Armor is good. Max HP. We could just take more max HP. Honestly, 12 max HP is kind of just really effective at this point in the run, since we're about to end the run. This is HP regen, 1.5% technically. We'll take it. This is damage percent. We'll take it. Damage percent and healing. Let's see. 5 engineering. You know, we'll take it because it also gives us HP regen. Why not? And we are going to get out of here in a second. Okay, so our explosion currently hits for 691. It was just sitting for like 500 and something, now up to 600. So yeah, here we go. Hope you guys enjoyed. Maybe leave a like and subscribe, and you can leave any comments like always. This is going to be incredibly slow, but yeah, here we are. We just have to try and hit him as much as we can by hitting other things. So we'll be here for a minute. Yeah, this is one of the slower one of the slower characters for killing bosses, definitely. Not the most effective. I'm trying to hit anything that isn't the bosses, or touch anything that isn't the bosses currently, to deal more damage to them. This one's almost dead. This is the eel, by the way. I'm focusing the eel first, because he shoots way more projectiles. A little bit obnoxious. There's our Sunken Bell. He's gonna die and then we can heal off him. There we go, we heal a bunch. And now we just focus on the whale. We can actually just walk into him a lot. Just walk around him over and over. I can keep him in the corner potentially, like this. Get him in the corner again. Get back in the corner. In the corner. Oh, he went out. In the corner. Okay. Okay, let's just walk into him over and over. Here we go. Die! Okay, there we go. Yeah, that is the bull, guys. Very simple yet maybe difficult character, but I hope this helps you guys beat it or beat Abyssal Terrors. Danger 5 on him. Yeah, that's it, okay? 463,252 damage dealt with our passive. So yeah, next time we will be playing the soldier. Hope you guys come and watch that, but that's it for today, okay? I will see you guys next time. Goodbye. Bye-bye.